The biggest challenges that I personally see are the sheer scale of what needs to be achieved, the ability of technology advancement to support the pace of change being demanded, and the enormous cost of getting there. What has been achieved so far with renewable energy is admirable, as are the ambitious targets being accepted for net zero, particularly in the refining sector. But it is so far only scratching the surface of what is needed, and we shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is a transition and not an instant fix. There are many ambitious plans which, if successful, will make a huge impact, including plans for widespread adoption of hydrogen, ammonia, carbon capture and storage, and even AI-driven energy management. But we still have to get there. It is okay to apply pressure through ambitious timelines to net zero and through blunt weapons such as carbon tax, but this does not change the fact that demand for fossil fuels globally is actually rising, and it appears that it will continue to do so for some years yet. Similarly, whilst technologies are progressing, in most instances, this is incremental, and the end game is still some way off. Personally, I have a view that the big changes required will come, but the world is shying away from managing the path to get there. For instance, the definition of transition is not necessarily an immediate end to the use of fossil fuels, which appears to be the definition adopted by certain parts of the finance sector, thereby arbitrarily diverting funding away from projects that could actually play a significant part in the path to the ultimate goal. There also has to be a global perspective on this. The path forward has to be an inclusive one, bringing all nations together with the same objective. It cannot be that richer nations lead the drive and poorer nations are denied the benefit. Governments and the finance sector need to actively drive the transition by incentivizing and supporting not only the developments that carry a green label, but also those that set new standards on the path to get there, be it in energy efficiency or in even more effective use of fossil fuels, where currently there are no viable alternatives. This has to be a genuine transition and not a headlong rush into the unknown. For myself and the company that I represent, the part that we will play in this story is to focus hard on developments that are genuinely setting new standards for low carbon and on actively supporting the drive for renewable fuels. The challenges of energy transition are huge, but if we can get the transition right, then the opportunities might be even bigger, including hopefully the opportunity to save the planet.